the Chicago Bears are finally making some changes. First of all, forgive me if I look exhausted. I am. I slept about 4 hours last night. The only reason I'm actually doing this right now is I'm up so early that I have nothing else to do. I'm up since 6 o'clock. It's currently 7:30 in the morning, and I normally don't get up before the sun comes up. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. For some reason my regular mic isn't working, so I'm using the mic on my webcam. So hopefully that works out well. The Chicago Bears are making some trade, or make not trades, movements, benchings, something that's not normally done with Lovie Smith. Frank Omiel has been benched. I don't know why he's still on this team. It is a joke. I don't know. I mean, he is a revolving door at whatever position you put him at. I mean, somehow he actually seemed to get by last year on left tackle, but he wasn't good, and he seems to have only gotten worse now at right tackle, filling in for the injured rookie Gabe Carini. It's pathetic. I mean, it is awful. I don't know what took so long to get him benched. But again, like I said, I don't know why he's still on this roster. He is just so god awful. It is pathetic. So Omiel's out. Lance Lewis is getting the start at right tackle with either Edwin Williams or Chris Spencer, who got the cast taken off his hand. They're going to start at right tackle for this upcoming week, or right guard this upcoming week against the Minnesota Vikings. The other benchings, one of them makes sense, the other one doesn't. Brandon Merriweather, who is just a 15-yard personal foul penalty waiting to happen, is getting benched, and it's very well deserved. You know what? I thought it was a good pickup when the Bears signed him, but obviously Bill Belichick knows what he's doing, and there's a reason he released a player who's only been in the league 4 years and has already made it to 2 Pro Bowls. Brandon Merriweather is not a disciplined free safety. Therefore, he has no place in a cover 2. His best system is one that lets him roam the middle of the field and just be a ball hawk. And if this guy ever makes his next good tackle will be his first good tackle. I mean, it is lowering helmets, diving at people's knees. I mean, I got kids I coach who make better tackles than Brandon Merriweather. I mean, it is just ridiculous. So they're benching Merriweather, and they're going to start rookie Chris Conte, who's out of Cal, was a corner during college, didn't really do much, and then his senior year he got moved to safety, and played okay. Nothing great, nothing highlight reel material. I mean, when I did my draft articles, sorry about this, screensaver went on. When I did my draft articles, I couldn't even find a video of him. I could barely find a decent picture of him in action. So I'm at least interested to see what Chris Conte can do. And then the other move is they benched Chris Harris, who's been banged up for weeks, and it seemed like the defense just was desperately missing him. They're benching him in favor of second-year player Major Wright, who most people already are willing to say, oh, I know that was subtractive with the eye. They're already, willing to say that he's a bust. I mean, he can't make a tackle. He doesn't take the right angles. And this is a guy that people were comparing to Mike Brown. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with the Bears' safety issues. I don't know what they've been doing. But it seems like since Tony Parrish left, I mean, they had Mike Brown, and they were desperately trying to put someone next to him, and then Mike Brown was getting hurt. They get Chris Harris. Mike Brown again gets hurt, so they draft Daniel Manning to fill in. And it seemed like they had a good thing with Mike Brown, Chris Harris, Daniel Manning. But then they got to trade Chris Harris away, keep Daniel Manning, but then they start moving him around all over the place, the corner and to nickelback and return and free safety, strong safety, whatever. Mike Brown then finally leaves. They can't put up with him anymore. They have the Adam Archuleta and all this other crap. Al Afalaba, Craig Schultz. I mean, non-stop safeties. It's becoming like the Bears quarterbacks during the Brett Favre era in Green Bay. Like, how many else can they have? And how many safeties have tried to fill the place of since Tony Parrish? And for whatever reason, if it's Lovie Smith, it's Jerry Angelo, they can't seem to settle on two safeties, which is just ridiculous. It drives me nuts. I don't get it. But I'm real interested to see what Chris Conte and Major Wright can do. Who, by the way, these were the safeties who were on the field against the Saints when Drew Brees just launched that ball to Devery Henderson. So I don't have a lot of faith, but especially going against a veteran quarterback like Donovan McNabb, it just seems ridiculous to me that this is what Lovie Smith is doing. And I don't know if this is kind of like a, yeah, screw you, Jerry, we didn't like these guys, so I'm going to play them to prove that they're no good, or are these really Lovie's guys? I don't think they're Lovie's guys. I don't get benching Chris Harris. Brandon Miller, I completely understand. You want to try Major Wright or Chris Conte at free safety, I guess. I don't know, even though, I mean, and still, the Bears keep throwing around where they have Chris Harris, who obviously is our strong safety, playing free safety, just because he knows the system better. It's frustrating, but at least the Bears are starting to realize maybe things aren't as perfect as they thought they were, which anytime that happens, it's a good step forward. That's all I got. Make sure to check out my weekly Bears show with Tim Hockmeyer, featured columnist on Bleacher Report. Every Monday, usually 4 p.m. Central Time. We will definitely be on this Monday. This past week we had a lot of issues that we were unable to get resolved. But yeah, this Monday, 4 o'clock, check me out. We'll be recapping the Bears and Vikings Sunday night game, a game that I'll actually be at. So hopefully we'll have a good game, and hopefully the Bears don't get embarrassed for the second week in a row on national TV. That's all. Talk to you guys later.